Today we're going to take you on a room tour of a standard view room here at All-Star Sports here in the hoop section. This room sleeps up to 4, has a lot of nice amenities, and we've got a couple other features here that we wanted to share with you today. So follow us along as we take you on this tour. Well, let's go ahead and go on into the room here. When you first enter off to your right, you see you have like your little coffee station with your coffee maker. In here is going to be the basics for what you're going to need to make your coffee in the morning. And then you have your ice bucket. Down here you have just a beverage cooler. It is not actually a mini fridge. It is just for beverages. Over here you have your trash can and recycling bin. And then over here you have your thermostat. Actually, when we first got in here, I was like, where is it? It's kind of hidden over off on the side here. So I just figured I would point that out. Then you got your window, main entrance, the only entrance. Over here is actually Disney's version of Alexa with Hey Disney. Hey Disney, tell me what the weather is.
The current weather is 84 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Tonight, you can look for mostly clear skies with a low of 65 degrees.
I just love it when it's sunny in Arendelle. Normally, I wouldn't say this out loud, but I'm totally gonna admit that I love to frolic! Ha La 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 la.
I was not expecting that. Okay. But yeah, you can ask it all sorts of things. It can kind of help you out with any questions that you may have. Coming over here though, we have our table and chairs. And then later I will show you how when you pull this down, that is your second queen bed in the room. And in fact, over here you have some instructions about how to go about doing that. It's pretty basic, pretty easy, nothing too crazy. But I'll show that just a little bit later. So over here we have your dresser and just kind of storage compartments. Over here we have where you're gonna find some extra pillows and your in-room safe. Got a nice big TV here. This microwave actually does not come in the room normally, but it is something that you can request. Kind of the same thing as I mentioned about the beverage cooler. If you do actually need a mini fridge, you can request it, but that among other things, you can request like a box fan. There's gonna be a few things that they'll have available that you can request, but your mileage may vary on whether or not they're going to be able to meet that request. So just kind of keep that in mind. But it is nice to know that there are certain things that you can request. One of those things being is a pack and play. And we actually had requested this before we went out to dinner. I came back to the room and it was already set up, which was really, really nice. What wasn't set up was this pack and play cover. So those of you who have small children who would sleep in a pack and play, you can buy one of these covers on Amazon, and it kind of helps keep them contained and also makes it hopefully a little bit easier for them to be able to sleep because you're blocking out a lot of the light and things of that nature. So that's been pretty game changer for us on our vacations. Coming over here is the main queen bed, and then above the bed you have Minnie, Mickey, and Donald. Then over here you have your phone, and you've got some outlets and USB outlets, which is nice, and it's going to be pretty standard on the other side of the bed as well. And then you have kind of like a little nook, little area here that you can kind of store some stuff. So that's really nice. Along with that, just like they have at most of, if not all of the Disney resorts by now, is this under the bed storage that you can put your suitcases. It really helps to kind of get things out of the way. And then here you've got your bathroom. You got the sliding door, barn door that can close that off, which is really, really nice. And then over here on your right, you have a place to hang things, coats, robe, whatever you need, a jacket. Some other place for hanging things as you come into the bathroom is kind of be like your closet area where you've got some place to store some things up there. And then even down here as well. And then as you come over here, you have your ironing board, some more storage up in here. And then you've got some extra towels, hair dryer, iron. We've got an extra sheet for the pack and play. You've got tissues, your soap, some more hand towels, extra box of tissues. And then you have your makeup mirror, which is super nice because it actually has a light. Not that I would know because I don't use a makeup mirror, but I would imagine it's kind of nice to have a light when you're trying to put on your makeup. On this side of the bathroom, it's actually really cool because it's separated by another pocket door. So you can close this off, and as you do, you have another mirror, and it's actually a full-length mirror. So as you're getting ready, you have that as an option. So that's really nice. Again, you have the sliding barn door here to close this part of the room off. And then as you come in, you can close this off too while somebody's doing their stuff in here. Pretty standard. You got a toilet, you've got a shower tub combo, got places to hang towels. You've got some hooks to hang some towels, some more towels, and a trash can. And as we come into the shower here, we have your body wash, conditioner, and shampoo, which is really, really nice. And then this does have a pretty nice rainfall shower head. And over here, I went ahead and set this up. This is really neat. In all the Disney resorts, they have this hanging hook. So you pull this string all the way over here to this side, and that allows you to be able to hang up anything that you need to dry, swimsuits, towels, shirts, whatever it is that you need to hang up, you can do that, which is super, super nice and convenient. So let's go ahead and make our way back out into the bedroom here. This door is a little bit heavy, so just be aware of that. And we'll come back out here and show you how this works. So obviously, you could have two people to do it, but you can actually do it with just one hand. If you pull, it is a little bit heavy. If you just kind of let go, it kind of stays up to a certain point, so you are going to have to apply just a little bit of force. But you can kind of see how cool it has been made to just kind of fold up on itself, and then it comes up here and you have a really nice queen size bed. As it opens up, you have some cool artwork on the back here that does have a light that you can turn off. But you've got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. This is actually represents all three of the All-Star resorts. On the left, you have All-Star Sports, and then you have All-Star Movies, and then All-Star Music. So that's really, really neat. And then as I said up here, you have this light switch that you can turn on and off as you need it. And then when you are obviously done and don't need the bed in here, because if you take a look, if I can get back far enough, I mean, that really takes up, I am all the way up against the wall here, all the way up to the window. And it takes a significant part of the room up, especially since we have that pack and play in here. So when you're not using it, it's super, super convenient. One-handed, I'm just lifting that up, and then I just kind of let it go, and it kind of slow closes on itself. And then, yeah, you've got your table back. And then over here, this is where we had stored the chairs. And then obviously you can put those back. And yeah, that's pretty much the room tour. So there you have it. This is All-Star Sports in a standard view room. Well, now that you've seen this room tour here at All Star Sports, stick around because we've got a lot of upcoming videos of some of the other rooms and some of the other resorts that we're going to be staying at as we explore some more of the things that Walt Disney World here has to offer. And if you want to check out some of that content, check out this video here.